Okay, we have camera rolling, and action.
And we're back, and thank you for joining us on News and More. And here we are with Francis from the Channel 22 Movie Review.
Yes.
Thank you for coming here, Francis.
Well, thanks for having me here. Thanks for having me in.
You know, I gotta ask you a question right off the bat. Why the shirt? Why do you always wear that horror shirt?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I love it's a fantastic shirt.
Well, I haven't always worn this shirt. I just wore it this last review.
But the last review you had horror on you. It's sort of like the dude shirt, don't you? I mean, are you just a horror kind of guy? I mean, you like the dark films, or?
Yeah, I like the dark films. That's just me. You know, people. You know, that's even one of the nicknames. He's the dark one. You know, he hangs around in the dark corners, and that's just who I am. That's what it is. But yeah, I like the horror films. You know, we'll do that type of thing. You know, since I was short, I enjoyed those ones. Ones that I really like are maybe like a suspense thriller.
Do you remember the first horror film you ever seen?
Might have been Amityville Horror.
That's scary. That's kind of based on a true story, right?
Oh, it is based on a true story.
Did you ever have to sneak into one of those horror films? You know, the R-rated sorts of things when you were short.
Yes.
Short.
Yes, you did kind of. Well, back when I was short, you snuck into the drive-in to see stuff like that. You know, you hid in the trunk and you were fine. Type of deal. But yeah, I like movie stuff like that. You know, some gore in there. But I do like the suspense thrillers. That's cool. You know, you're watching it, you're trying to figure it out. You know, something that with your head.
I have images in my mind of family with you and saying, "Hey, Francis, hop in the back, hop, you know, in the trunk.
Right.
I'm gonna go see Hellraiser."
Okay. Yeah, Doug Bradley with Pinhead. Those are great flicks. You know, Wes Craven, you like his type of thing. So.
Do you believe in the supernatural? Ghosts?
Oh yeah, I see him all the time.
So, what's your take on Benicio del Toro with that new film out with the giant walking robots and stuff like that? Are you interested in a film like that? It sort of mixes sci-fi and whatever,
Okay.
but not Benicio del Toro. What's
Which one?
The Devil's Back and whatever he does.
horror films.
Oh, wait.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim wasn't
Is
the one that I saw the Benicio del Toro film just recently, but I'm trying to remember what it was.
Like Hellboy and
Yes.
stuff like that. Okay, I jumped off the edge with the references, but so you like your horror films? Is there? And you were saying Craven and stuff like that, the
Right.
writers and then whatever. Is there a director that you really?
Maybe Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sam Raimi
It's
pulled
so-
off some pretty wild stuff, and that's just his directing that really how he came up with that idea. And that was great.
And then, do you know he's moved from his Army of Darkness or whatever
Correct.
sorts of films into he's done like
Well, he did
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. He did
And
Spider-Man.
how do you feel
stuff.
about that?
That's fine. I'm happy for him. You know, he did a Spider-Man gig. He's got the big budget type of deals in now. You know, that's projecting a whole other thing. Before the Spider-Man, he did the TV series of like Hercules and Xenon and stuff like that. So he was just a little bit different than what your standard was. And then I remember going to go see Drag Me to Hell, which was his first movie back into the horror.
So you don't feel like betrayed, sort of like what
No, I don't
Lucas
feel
did
betrayed
with
at all.
devotees in Star Wars, you know?
No, I just pat him on the back. I was like, go for it. You got more budget or broader audience. You'll see something like that. They're just like, well, that's a Sam Raimi film. Well, who's that? Oh, okay, you probably knew him from Spider-Man. Which a lot of people saw him from Spider-Man, so we'll take it from there.
So Francis, you've been attending courses here in the Media Arts program at UNM.
Yes.
What's your take on the program here?
I like it here because it's even though it's a branch from main campus in Albuquerque, you can get a lot of information right here in Taos. You know, you're not going to need to travel if you don't want to. You can do it. Granted, you can take some of your courses here. You can go off to main campus. You can take other courses, different instructors if that's what you're into. But if you just want to stay, you know, you're fine. You can get. We're seeing a whole bunch of equipment that that wasn't possible before, you know, a few years back. You're gonna see some equipment that's, and some people that are here that are actually talented, that you didn't really even realize it. You know, coming around, you're taking other classes, it was like, oh, okay, here's this guy, and he did this, and he did that, or, you know, she was working on this, she came from this type of background. Those are just your fellow students. Then you go into your instructors that are bringing in talent from, you know, it's remarkable that you can work on this stuff. I loved working with Philip Stillman. You know, unfortunately he's not here at this point, but I loved working with him. That he had quite the background with working in the film industry. So I really like to grab a whole bunch of stuff from him. I could see you going in that direction also with Robert over here. He's got some programs.
I
coming
love the
up.
weather.
Well, and seeing all of this other stuff that's coming up, that we're able to do stuff with Channel 22, that's a great project. You know, I recommend it to anybody who's going to take
Do you see yourself doing your own movie review on your own movie?
it. No, well, I can't review my own movie. I have to have somebody else do it. You know, like, we'll get my colleague Dave over here. So what do you think about it? You know, I respect his opinions a lot, so it's good that you know. And if he's going to say I hated it, he hated it. You know, that's cool. I can work on it and take it from there.
Well, Francis, thank you for coming on to the show with News and
Well,
More, and we
yeah.
look forward to seeing more movie reviews from you on Channel 22. And thank you, Taos, for watching our first edition of News and More. And we'll see you soon.